Hello guys, welcome to my channel Eat Sleep Code Repeat. Okay, today in this video we're going to have a look over switch statement. This is another topic of C programming. Okay, so this is an alternative form of each statement, but it usually only used in specific situations. Okay, if you have it has a cool syntax and which is used for representing some situations. Let's get into it. Switch statement. Okay, the conditional operator, it is a conditional operator, and if statement make it easy to write program that choose between two alternatives. If I want to choose between two alternatives, if statement and switch statements, I would rather choose if statement because if statement is more simplified. Okay, we don't have kind of syntax what switch statement has. Okay, but there are some conditions, there are times when we need to choose from several alternatives, and it's hectic to have if else, much more if else. Rather than we can use just a simple way over here, it will be tedious and pain in ass, it will be messy. Okay, so switch statement is cleaner and efficient if we have more number of if else. Okay, so this is when the value of variable is successively compared against different values. Use of switch statement when we have a particular value which is to be compared with a value. Okay, okay, it is used, it is more convenient and effective. Here we're going to have a constant or a simple constant. Okay, constant expression or a simple constant. So here is the syntax of it. So we have switch and expression, similar to if statement, if an expression. So we have switch and expression. Inside a curly braces we have a block of code in which we have different cases and a default case. So we have case value 1 and the statement. One point to remember, we have break statement at the end of every case. Okay, you can get it. Why do we have break statement? If this value is true, this block will be executed and it will break, the loop will move out. Okay, if this break statement it will not be there, of course it will go to the second case also, and the second statement will also get printed. Okay, so we have switch, expression, then we have cases. We have three, no, actually we have four keywords over here. We have switch, then we have case, break, and a default keyword. Okay, we're going to have a look over a point to point each. So this is the syntax. Okay, we will see an example also. So this is switch statement syntax. So the expression enclosed within the parenthesis is successively compared against the values 1, 2, 3 and n. Case must be a simple constant or a constant expression. As you can see over here, this is the expression. Okay, and this is the value. This case must be a constant or a constant expression. Okay, this is condition is checked, of course. Okay, so we have expression which is included within the parenthesis and it is successively compared against the values. If the case is found whose value is equal to the value of expression, then the statement is executed. Statements that follows are executed. And one thing which you can notice over in this syntax is here is more block of code, means more lines are there, not only one, though it is not inside the curly braces. So it is like this is the syntax, it is not inside the curly braces, it is just a block of code which is indented. So indentation is necessary over here. So if a case is found whose value is equal to the value of expression, then that statement is executed. When more than one line is included, they do not have to include, they do not have to be inside the braces. Okay, must not, that is not sure, that is not necessary, or that is not needed. Okay, so we have switch statement. The break statement signals the end of particular case. The break statement which we have inside our syntax, it is ending at a particular case and which it causes execution of switch statement to be terminated. Okay, once the condition is true, that is uh, what we can say, that is executed, then that must be terminated. So break statement is included for that. So include the break statement after every case it is necessary. Forgetting to do so for a particular case will cause a program execution to continue to the next case. It will move towards the next case, as I said you. So the special optional statement which causes default, okay, which is called as default, is executed if the value of expression does not match any case. Okay, if any cases in this particular syntax is not true, then we have a default case for that. Okay, so this is important, so default case must be there. It is like if else, if else, if else, and then the else statement. So we have a default case called as an else statement over here. Okay, so this is it. So special optional statement case called default is executed if the value of expression does not match any of the case. So this is nothing but fall through else. Okay, it is same as fall through. If nothing is, it will fall through this default case. Okay, let's move to code blocks to have an example. Okay, I have already written a code, so it would be easy. Okay, here we are going to use the concept enum. If you haven't seen my video of enum and char, you can click over here to get its access. So we have enum weekday, okay, enumerated data type, and then we have list of identifiers as we have seen. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is separated by comma, inside curly braces ending with semicolon, of course. So we have inside int main. As I have said, you enum can be inside main or outside main. So here I have it outside main. Okay, the variable which we have defined is today. So today is assigned Monday. Okay, so Monday value is been given to the today variable. So we have here switch statement which has the expression today. So if today value is Monday, okay, you need to remember this, that enum considers its identifiers as integers. So we have a switch statement today. So, okay, then we have case 1 says Sunday. Okay, so Monday is having 0, Sunday is having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as the value. So 6, it will check whether today, that is 0, is 0 equals to 6. No, this block will not be executed. Then it will move towards the second case. It will say yes, 0 equals to 0, then today is Monday, it will be printed. Then it will not move towards, because here break statement, it will move out of the block, and then we have ended our program. Okay, and the return statement. Let's build and run. Okay, we have today is Monday as proven, okay, as printed. Okay, now if I remove this break statement from Monday, let's see what happens. Okay, let's build and run. We have today is Monday and today is Tuesday written. Okay, we have this written both because we haven't written break statement over here. Oh shit. Okay, we haven't written break statement over here, so the both the cases were written. What if, let's see a default condition also, let's put Saturday over here. Okay, Saturday is not in within any case, so it must be whatever printing, must be printing whatever, so it has whatever. Okay, so this is it, this is what is the switch statement. Is that clear? So we have an enum data type which you can prefer using the video if you don't know about it. Okay, this is it. Let's take one more example. Yes, so here we have a code. Okay, this is our code. We have, okay, what does this do? Let us see. First of all, let us build and run so that you get an idea. Here it says enter your expression. So I have 6 multiplied by 2. Okay, it gives 12. Similarly, if I need to multiply or if I need to divide 9 divided by 0, if I does, then it's a division is not possible because it is division by 0. Similarly, if I say 6 plus 8 gives us 14. Okay, so this is what this program does. Okay, so we have and float, because the number can be anything, it can be a float, it can be an integer. So we have float, and then we have two values, and value 1 and value 2. Then I enter a character that is an operators I have as in given. So we have a printf statement. We have a printf statement which is going to display the type in your expression. So we have a scanf statement which is going to scan our value 1, then our operator, and then the value 2, okay, the second value. So here we have f for float, c for the character, and f for the float, of course. So we have this as the format specifiers. Okay, so we have now the switch statement which says the expression operator. So we're going to have a look over operators over here. Okay, so we have operator case 1 we have plus, and then the printing, then the break statement. Case 2 we have minus, and then with executes the statement. One thing which is to be noted that I have written point 2 which says till 2 decimal points. Okay, similar for multiplication. Then for division, if value 2 is 0, that is not possible, so division is not possible I have written, and else the thing. Okay, so here we have break statement at every cases, and the default case, that is if I enter any unknown operator, then I have the default case. Okay, let's build and run. Let's do again. Let's put the unknown operator like 6k4, that is an unknown operator. Okay, so this is it. This is how it runs. This is how it's executed. Okay, multiplied by 4, then we have 32. Okay, this is it. So we have had our switch statement. We have also seen about enum. Okay, we have also seen about enum also. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below the topic that is required.